Hello and welcome to Love English Lab. I am Hannah, and today I am with David to guide you through one of the most important skills in English, how to talk about yourself.
Hi everyone, I am David. We are so glad you are here with us. Talking about yourself may seem easy, but when you have to do it in another language, it can feel like a big challenge. Many learners freeze when someone asks them, "Who are you?" or "Tell me about yourself."
That is true. Sometimes we study a lot of grammar, a lot of vocabulary, but when the time comes to say something simple about ourselves, we forget the words. Maybe we do not know where to start, or we worry that people will not understand us.
In real life, you need this skill in so many situations. You need it when you meet someone new, when you go to a party, when you have an interview for a job, or even when you talk with classmates or colleagues. Being able to describe yourself clearly builds confidence and opens doors.
In this lesson, we will practice step by step. We will keep the sentences short and clear. You will hear how to say your name, where you are from, what you like, what you do, and even your goals for the future. By the end, you will have a toolbox of expressions ready to use.
We will divide the lesson into 5 chapters. Each chapter will focus on one part of talking about yourself. In the first chapter, we will begin with the basics like name, age, and where you live. In the second chapter, we will explore your family and background. The third chapter will be about hobbies and free time. The fourth chapter will move into work and studies. The fifth chapter will focus on dreams and goals.
After that, we will close with a review and a farewell, so you can remember the most important expressions and keep practicing on your own. The rhythm will be natural, like a real conversation between two friends, so you can copy the phrases in real life.
Remember, you do not need to sound perfect. You just need to sound clear. People understand when you speak with simple words. The goal is to connect, not to impress with difficult sentences.
Exactly. So relax, listen carefully, and repeat after us if you can. Let your English flow like a friendly talk.
Let us begin.
Let us begin with the first part of talking about yourself, the basic information. This is where every introduction starts. If you get this right, the rest will flow more easily.
Yes, the basics are name, age, nationality, and place where you live. These are the first questions people ask when they meet you. Let us start with the name. You can simply say, "My name is David," or you can say, "I am David." Both are fine.
If you want to sound a little more formal, you can say, "Let me introduce myself. My name is Hannah." If you want to be casual, you can just say, "Hi, I am Hannah." That works in friendly situations.
Another detail is spelling. Sometimes people ask, "How do you spell your name?" You can answer by saying it is spelled David. Practice each letter slowly and clearly.
After your name, the next detail is your age. Some people are shy about saying their age, but in many introductions, it is normal. You can say, "I am 25 years old," or simply, "I am 25." If you do not want to say the number, you can say, "I am in my 20s." That is more general.
Nationality is also common. You can say, "I am Mexican," "I am American," "I am French." If you want to mention the country where you live now, you can say, "I live in Mexico City," "I live in London," "I live in New York."
Sometimes people want to know both. You can combine them. I am Spanish, but I live in Canada. I am Japanese, and I live in Tokyo. These combinations explain your story in one short line.
Let us make a model conversation. Hannah, how would you introduce yourself to me if we met for the first time?
Sure. Hi, my name is Hannah. I am 26 years old. I am British, but right now I live in Madrid.
Perfect. Now I answer. "Hi, I am David. I am 30. I am American and I live in Los Angeles."
Did you notice how short those sentences were? There were no long explanations. That is the secret. Short, clear lines make people understand you immediately.
You can also add your city or neighborhood if it feels natural. "I live in Brooklyn. I live near the river." These little details make your introduction warmer.
Let us practice some questions and answers. Where are you from? I am from Mexico. Where do you live? I live in Guadalajara. What is your name? My name is Hannah.
Another question is, how old are you? You can answer, I am 28. You can also say, I am almost 30 or I just turned 25. Those are friendly ways to give your age.
You may also hear where were you born? That means the place of your birth. You can say I was born in London, I was born in Seoul, I was born in Mexico City.
And sometimes people ask, what do you do? That question can be about your work or your studies. For now, just keep it simple. I am a student. I am a teacher. I work in IT. We will go deeper in chapter 4.
Let us make another example. Imagine we meet on a train. David, ask me some questions.
Sure, what is your name?
My name is Hannah.
Where are you from?
I am from the United Kingdom.
Where do you live now?
I live in Madrid.
How old are you? And
I am 26.
very good. Did you see how fast that was? The whole conversation took less than a minute, but now I know your basic details.
Yes, and notice the rhythm. Short answers, clear pronunciation. That is what makes it natural. You do not need long speeches. Just focus on being clear.
Here is another tip. Use phrases to connect. You can say, by the way, I am from Mexico, or actually, I live in Canada now. Small connectors make you sound fluent.
You can also ask questions back to keep the conversation alive. After you answer, say, and you. For example, I live in Madrid, and you. That keeps the talk moving.
Let us show that. Where are you from, Hannah?
I am from the United Kingdom. And you?
I am from the United States. See how natural it feels?
Exactly. With these short lines, you can start almost any conversation. You can introduce yourself at school, at work, or even at a party.
Remember, the secret is not to be perfect, but to be clear. If people understand your name, where you are from, and where you live, you have already built a connection.
That is the foundation of talking about yourself. In the next chapter, we will move into family and background. That will help you tell a richer story about who you are.
Yes, so stay with us. You will learn how to talk about your family, where you grew up, and what shaped you. It will make your introductions even stronger.
In this chapter, we talk about family and background. This is another important part of introducing yourself. When people ask about you, they often want to know where you grew up and who is in your family.
Yes, and it is a natural part of conversations. When someone asks, tell me about yourself, they may want to hear about your roots. Where are you from? Who is in your family? What was life like when you were younger?
Let us start with family members. The simple way is to use I have. For example, I have one brother. I have two sisters. I have 3 children. You can also say I am an only child if you have no brothers or sisters.
For parents, you can say, my mother is a teacher. My father works in a hospital. You can also say, my parents live in another city. My parents live near me. Short lines are enough.
If you are married, you can say I am married. My husband is an engineer. My wife is a doctor. If you are not married, you can say I am single. If you have children, you can add I have a son. I have a daughter. I have 2 kids.
Now, let us practice a small exchange. Hannah, can you tell me about your family?
Sure. I have one older brother and one younger sister. My parents live in London. My father is retired and my mother still works.
Perfect. Now I answer, I am an only child. My parents live in New York. My father works in business and my mother teaches at a school.
Did you see how quick that was? In just a few sentences, we gave a picture of our families.
Exactly. Now let us talk about background. That means where you grew up and what your early life was like. You can use phrases like I grew up in. For example, I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in a small town near the sea.
You can also talk about childhood memories. I used to play in the park every day. I went to a small school. I spent time with my cousins. These short sentences give people an idea of who you are.
Let us make another exchange. Hannah, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Manchester. It is a big city in the north of England. When I was a child, I played football in the street with my friends.
That is nice. I grew up in Boston. It is a busy city. When I was young, I used to ride my bike everywhere.
Notice that we used I grew up. This is a very useful phrase. It tells people about your past in one short line.
Another detail is siblings. You can add if they are older or younger. For example, I have one older brother, I have two younger sisters. This helps people understand your place in the family.
If you want to talk about family size, you can say we are a big family. I have 5 cousins. Or we are a small family. It is just my parents and me.
Now, let us do a longer dialogue. Hannah, tell me about your family and background.
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. My parents live in London. I grew up in Manchester, but I moved to Madrid 5 years ago. When I was a child, I liked reading books and spending time in the garden.
That gives me a clear picture of you. Now I will answer. I am an only child. My parents live in Boston. I grew up there and I still live nearby. As a child, I enjoyed playing basketball with friends at the park.
Do you see how simple it is? Short, clear lines create a full story.
Yes, and you do not need advanced grammar. Just use I have, I grew up, my parents are, I am an only child. These are easy frames you can copy.
Let us add a tip. After you talk about yourself, ask the other person. For example, I grew up in Manchester. Where did you grow up? That keeps the conversation balanced.
Another good frame is my family's from. You can say my family's from Mexico, but I live in the United States. My family is from India, but we moved to Canada. This shows your roots and your present life.
If you want to describe traditions, you can say, in my family, we usually eat dinner together. In my family, we celebrate birthdays with a big meal. These details make your story warm and personal.
To close this chapter, let us repeat the key frame. Step 1. Say who is in your family. I have one brother. I am an only child. Step 2. Describe your parents. My mother is a nurse. My father is retired. Step 3. Talk about your background. I grew up in a small town. Step 4. Add a childhood memory or tradition. I used to play with my cousins. Step 5. Invite the other person with a question. And you.
With this frame, you can give a clear picture of your family and background. It is simple, natural, and it shows people who you are.
In the next chapter, we will talk about hobbies and free time. This is where conversations get fun because you share what you enjoy and what makes you happy.
In this chapter, we talk about hobbies and free time. This is where conversations become fun because you can share what you enjoy. People often connect faster when they hear about hobbies.
Yes, and it is one of the most common topics when you meet new people. After the basic details and family, the natural question is, what do you like to do in your free time? You can answer with I like, I love, or I enjoy.
For example, I like reading books. I enjoy cooking. I love listening to music. You can also say, in my free time, I play tennis. In my free time, I watch movies. In my free time, I go swimming.
You can make your answers richer by adding details. Instead of only I like reading, you can say I like reading novels, especially mystery stories. Instead of I enjoy cooking, you can say I enjoy cooking Italian food.
Let us make a short model. David, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like playing basketball with my friends. I also enjoy watching sports on TV. What about you, Hannah?
I enjoy painting in my free time. I also love going for walks in the park.
Did you notice how we used I like, I enjoy, and I love? These are strong and natural ways to talk about hobbies.
Sometimes people ask, what are your hobbies? You can answer, my hobbies are reading and dancing. Or I have 2 hobbies, playing guitar and writing.
Another common question is, what do you usually do on weekends? You can answer, on weekends, I usually visit my family. I usually go shopping. I usually go hiking in the mountains.
To make the conversation longer, you can ask follow-up questions. For example, do you play any sports? What kind of music do you like? Do you enjoy traveling? These questions open more topics.
Let us show that in a dialogue. Hannah, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies are painting and reading. What about you?
I enjoy basketball and cycling. Do you play any sports?
Not really. I prefer quiet hobbies like drawing and listening to music.
That is a good example. You do not need long speeches. Short sentences keep the flow natural.
Another tip is to use frequency words. You can say, I often go running. I sometimes play video games. I usually go out with friends. I rarely go to the cinema. These words show how often you do something.
Let us practice that. I often play basketball with my friends. I sometimes watch movies at home. I usually ride my bike on weekends. I rarely play video games.
Great. Now I will try. I usually read before bed. I often listen to podcasts. I sometimes go swimming. I rarely watch TV.
Perfect. That shows rhythm and variety. Adding frequency makes your answer more interesting.
If you want to connect hobbies with feelings, use phrases like, it makes me feel relaxed. It gives me energy. It helps me learn. For example, reading makes me feel calm. Playing guitar gives me energy. Traveling helps me learn new things.
Let us make another dialogue. What do you like to do in your free time, Hannah?
I like drawing and listening to music. It makes me feel relaxed. What about you?
I love cycling in the park. It gives me energy and makes me happy.
That is a complete answer. A hobby plus a reason creates a stronger picture.
Another question is, what do you usually do after work or after school? You can answer, after work, I usually cook dinner and read. After school, I usually play football with friends.
Yes, and if you want to share future hobbies, you can say, I want to learn to play the piano. I hope to start yoga classes. I would like to learn photography. These show your interests even if you do not do them yet.
Let us practice one more. Hannah, do you have any hobbies you want to start?
Yes, I would like to learn photography. I also want to try yoga. And you?
I want to learn guitar. I hope to join a music class next year.
That is great. Remember, talking about hobbies is about sharing who you are, not about being perfect. People want to know what makes you happy.
To close this chapter, let us build a frame. Step 1, name your hobby. I like reading. Step 2, add details. I like reading novels. Step 3, add frequency. I usually read before bed. Step 4, add a reason. Reading makes me feel calm. Step 5, ask back. And you.
With this frame, you can talk about your hobbies and free time with confidence.
In the next chapter, we will talk about work and studies. That will help you explain what you do in daily life.
In this chapter, we will talk about work and studies. This is another key part of introducing yourself. After people learn your name, your family, and your hobbies, they often ask, what do you do?
Yes, and this question is very common in every culture. When someone asks, what do you do? They usually mean your job. But if you are a student, you can also answer with your studies.
The simplest way to answer is with I am. For example, I am a teacher. I am a student. I am an engineer. You can also say I work in. For example, I work in IT. I work in marketing. I work in healthcare.
Let us practice. Hannah, what do you do?
I am a teacher. I work in a language school. And you?
I am a software developer. I work in a bank.
Did you see how short and clear those answers were? That is all you need to begin.
Sometimes people want more details. You can add the place. I work at a hospital. I work for a large company. I study at university.
For students, you can say I study biology. I am studying business. I am at law school. You can also say I am in my third year. I am finishing my degree.
Let us make another exchange. Hannah, what do you study?
I study English literature at university. I am in my final year. What about you, David?
I studied computer science. Now I work as a programmer.
That is a perfect example. We combined studies and work.
Another tip is to add why you chose your field. You can say, I became a teacher because I love helping people learn. Or I study medicine because I want to help people. That makes your story stronger.
Let us model this. I am a teacher. I became a teacher because I enjoy working with students.
I am a developer. I chose this job because I like solving problems with computers.
Another useful frame is I am responsible for. For example, I am responsible for teaching English. I am responsible for managing a small team. That shows your role in a clear way.
You can also talk about your schedule. I work full time. I work part time. I study online. I have evening classes. These details give more context.
Let us practice a short dialogue. What do you do, Hannah? I am a teacher. I work full-time in a school.
What do you teach?
I teach English to adults.
That was simple and clear.
Yes, and you can always add more if people are interested.
Another common question is, what did you study? For example, I studied engineering. I studied business. I studied psychology. This shows your background.
Let us show that. David, what did you study?
I studied computer science. What about you?
I studied literature.
Perfect.
If you want to share future plans, you can say, I want to continue my studies. I hope to get a master's degree. I would like to change my job. These lines show ambition.
Let us make a longer dialogue with studies and work.
What do you do, David?
I am a software developer. I work for a bank. I develop apps that help people manage their money.
That sounds interesting. What did you study?
I studied computer science at university. I chose it because I enjoy technology. What about you?
I am a teacher. I teach English at a language school. I studied literature at university. I became a teacher because I wanted to share my passion for books.
See how natural that was. We explained what we do, what we studied, and why.
Another point is describing your workplace. You can say, I work in a small company, I work in a big office, I work from home, I work in a shop. These short details help others picture your daily life.
And if you do not have a job right now, you can still answer. You can say, I am looking for a job. I am between jobs. I am taking a break. Honesty is fine.
That is true. Many people are students, freelancers, or in transition. A short, clear answer shows confidence.
Let us summarize the frame. Step 1. State your job or studies. I am a student. I am a teacher. Step 2. Add a place or field. I work in IT. I study business. Step 3. Add details if you want. I work full time. I am in my last year. Step 4. Add a reason or plan. I chose this because I enjoy it. I want to continue my studies. Step 5. Ask back. And you.
With this frame, you can describe your work and studies naturally. It will help you connect with classmates, colleagues, and new friends.
In the next chapter, we will talk about goals and dreams. That will show people not only who you are now, but also where you are going in the future.
Now we have reached the last chapter. Here we will talk about goals and dreams. This part is about the future. It shows people what you want to do, who you want to become, and where you want to go.
Yes, and it is one of the most inspiring parts of talking about yourself. Goals and dreams help people understand not only who you are today, but also your vision for tomorrow.
The simplest way to begin is with I want to. For example, I want to travel more. I want to improve my English. I want to get a new job. These short sentences make your goals clear.
Another frame is I would like to. It is polite and soft. I would like to study abroad. I would like to learn to play the guitar. I would like to start my own business.
You can also use I hope to. For example, I hope to finish my studies next year. I hope to buy a house. I hope to help my family. These lines show hope and motivation.
Let us make a short exchange. Hannah, what are your goals?
I would like to continue teaching, but I also want to write a book. I hope to publish it one day. What about you?
I want to improve my skills as a developer. I hope to work on projects that help people. I would like to start my own company in the future.
Did you see how simple those answers were? We used want, would like, and hope. That is all you need to share your dreams.
Another common phrase is, one day I would like to. It makes the dream sound big but possible. One day I would like to travel the world. One day I would like to run a marathon. One day I would like to live by the sea.
You can also connect your goals with reasons. For example, I want to learn photography because I enjoy capturing moments. I hope to study medicine because I want to help people. Reasons make your goals stronger.
Let us model that. I want to learn Spanish because I want to travel in Latin America.
I would like to start my own school because I love teaching.
Perfect. Short goals plus reasons create powerful stories.
You may also talk about near future plans. For example, next year I plan to start a master's degree. Next month I want to begin piano lessons. Tomorrow I will start going to the gym. These show action.
Long term dreams can sound different. You can say, my dream is to become a doctor. My dream is to buy a house for my parents. My dream is to write a novel. These phrases show passion.
Let us create a longer dialogue. David, tell me your goals and dreams.
I want to grow in my career as a developer. I hope to join a project that helps the environment. One day, I would like to start my own company. My dream is to create an app that improves daily life for people.
That is inspiring. For me, I would like to continue teaching and sharing English with learners. I hope to publish a book about language and culture. One day I would like to open my own language center. My dream is to travel around the world teaching English.
Did you notice how our answers use the same frames? Want, would like, hope, one day, and my dream. These are easy but powerful tools.
You can also use I plan to. For example, I plan to take a new course. I plan to move to another city. I plan to change my job. This shows clear action.
And if you want to sound very sure, use I will. I will finish my degree. I will start my business. I will travel next year. These words show confidence.
Let us show another quick exchange. What is your dream, David?
My dream is to write a book. What about you?
My dream is to live near the sea.
That is short, simple, and full of meaning.
To close this chapter, let us build the frame. Step 1. State the goal. I want to learn English. Step 2. Give a reason. Because I want to travel. Step 3. Use would like or hope. I would like to work abroad. I hope to meet new people. Step 4. Use one day or my dream. One day I would like to start my own company. My dream is to be a doctor. Step 5. Invite the other person. What about you?
With this frame, you can talk about your goals and dreams with confidence. People will understand your passion and your direction. It makes your introductions memorable.
In the next and final part, we will close with a review of all chapters and give you motivation to keep practicing. We have now reached the end of our lesson about talking about yourself. Let us take a moment to review everything we covered together.
Yes, because when you put all the pieces together, you can see the full picture. In chapter 1, we started with the basics. We practiced how to say your name, your age, your nationality, and where you live. Those short sentences are the foundation for every introduction.
Then in chapter 2, we moved to family and background. We learned how to describe parents, brothers and sisters, and childhood memories. We use simple frames like I have one brother, I am an only child, or I grew up in a small town. These short lines help people know more about your roots.
In chapter 3, we explored hobbies and free time. That was the fun part. We used I like, I enjoy, I love, and we added details, frequency, and reasons. For example, I like reading novels. I usually read before bed. Reading makes me feel calm. These sentences show what makes you happy and give life to your story.
In chapter 4, we talked about work and studies. We practiced frames like I am a teacher, I work in IT, I study business. We also learned to add reasons and plans. I became a teacher because I love helping people. I plan to continue my studies next year. These answers show your present and your direction.
In chapter 5, we finished with goals and dreams. We used want, would like, hope, and my dream. For example, I want to travel more. I would like to learn guitar. I hope to buy a house. My dream is to start my own company. Sharing your goals shows people your passion and your vision for the future.
When you connect all these chapters, you get a complete story of who you are. Basic details, family, hobbies, work, and dreams. You can now talk about yourself with confidence in English.
The key is practice. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Repeat these lines every day. Introduce yourself to the mirror. Practice with a friend. Say them while you walk. The more you practice, the more natural they will sound.
And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You only need to be clear. People will understand you when you speak with short, simple sentences. That is what makes communication work.
Talking about yourself is more than just giving facts, it is about building connections. When you share your story, people feel closer to you. They see your past, your present, and your future. That creates trust and friendship.
We hope this lesson gave you the tools you need. Next time someone asks you, "Tell me about yourself," you will not freeze. You will smile, and you will answer with confidence.
Thank you for joining us today at Love English Lab. We are happy you spent this time with us.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember that your story matters.
Until next time, goodbye and take care.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next lesson.